What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video, and it's happened. The day has finally come, December 13th. Truly an end of an era as John Cena wrestles his final ever match. Whilst the retirement and Cena's final moments in a WWE ring as an active superstar were touching, it ended in complete disaster as the fans were irate with the finish. Join us now as we look at the December 13th edition of Saturday Night's main event of John Cena's last match ever, and look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly for all the matches. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Now, of course, this being a special show, we start off with a recap, as the first match on the night is the non-title bout of WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes versus NXT Champion Obafemi. Obafemi starts the match off very strong, using his incredible power advantage to dominate the match. Cody gets in offense, but Femi seems unstoppable until the American Nightmare is able to use his speed to get in some powerful moves, including an avalanche Cody cutter. Sadly, Drew McIntyre spoils the party, running in and attacking Cody to end the match via disqualification. Cody Rhodes wins, but only by DQ. After the match, McIntyre unloads on a fallen Cody with punches, but Femi isn't having any of it and pulls Drew off, confronting him. Drew gets in Femi's face and Oba shoves him back. A Cody cutter stuns Drew and Femi follows up with a chokeslam to send McIntyre packing. A mutual show of respect from the champions as the dust settles. Next up is Bayley with Lyra Valkyria versus Sol Ruca with Zarya. What's an epic opportunity for Sol Ruca as she battles the first ever Women's Grand Slam winner. Sol isn't taking anything for granted and she quickly realizes Bayley isn't holding back. Bayley utilizes her incredible mix of grappling skills and experience, but Sol Ruca always seems a step ahead. While Bayley gets some covers on Ruca, she can't pin her, and eventually, Sol's momentum and speed is way too much for her, with Sol landing a perfect finisher of the Soul Snatcher out of nowhere. It was genuinely a thing of beauty. Bayley surprises Sol with a roll-up, but Sol reverses it to get the 1-2-3, as she defeats Bayley. Next up is a non-title match as World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee take on Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Now you might want to watch this match in slow motion because all four superstars move at subsonic speed, putting on a fantastic display of tag team wrestling. Javon and Leon get the early advantage, attacking the champions right away. However, Styles and Dragon Lee regroup, with Lee taking Evans out with a tope. AJ fumbles a phenomenal forearm on Slater, but AJ hits the Styles Clash for the win, as AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defeat Javon Evans and Leon Slater. It was another sign of respect afterwards, followed by all four men giving the John Cena salute. Now, as fans prepare for John's last ever match, The Miz hijacks the show, lamenting how he should have been Cena's last ever opponent. But R-Truth comes out, reminding the A-lister of how he weaseled his way back into the tournament. Miz drops Joe Hendry's name, leading to Henry of course showing up. Hendry takes The Miz out with a fallaway slam as R-Truth and Hendry celebrate in the ring. WWE airs another tribute video to Cena with another round of superstars honoring John Cena's many contributions to WWE and the wrestling industry. There were some really touching ones, including one with CM Punk where he was literally in tears. We also saw, well, kind of a return for Kane, as he even gave a message to John Cena. But now the time has finally come, John Cena's last match ever, and plenty of his fellow wrestlers are there to wish him well. These included Trish Stratus, Eve Therese, maybe she wanted some more of Cena again, Kurt Angle, Rob Van Dam, Mark Henry, Elias or Elijah, Kevin Owens, Haku, Booker T, Michelle McCool, and Sami Zayn are all in the front row. It's Cena's last ever entrance in WWE as an active superstar, and he shakes hands as he prepares for his final match. It was also kind of funny of him taking over Stu's camera and trying to film him. But now that match is finally started. Now, never give up has been John Cena's mantra for over 2 decades, and it's in full effect tonight as Gunther is determined to make John Cena tap. First though, the ring general has to get Cena to that point, and it's no easy task as John Cena delivers multiple AAs, or as Michael Cole reminded us, it's an FU tonight, and an STF, and even a sleeper hold. However, Gunther's incredible resiliency sees him hold on, and Gunther eventually locks in the sleeper, wearing him down no matter how many times he tries to escape the hold. Gunther is absolutely relentless here and he locks it in again and again and again. But this time, Cena does the unthinkable. Cena actually taps out. He taps out to Gunther. The man who says never give up finally gave up. Gunther wins by submission and John Cena loses his last match ever in WWE. The fans definitely voiced their disapproval after the match, but John Cena takes it in his stride. Cena acknowledges the fans as thank you Cena chants break out, and Cena kisses the ring and salutes the fans. However, Cena isn't going away alone, as a whole WWE roster of superstars and officials make their way down to the ring to say one final goodbye. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes enter the ring and even present Cena with their title belts, the final time he'll ever hold a gold. And Triple H embraces John as the fans boo relentlessly. However, Triple H points to another tribute video as it airs for John Cena as the fans send him off with a standing ovation. We even got an appearance by Vince McMahon. Well, it was archive footage, but you know. John Cena then takes off his signature armbands and sneakers off and leaves them in the ring, a touching symbol of the end to a magnificent career. And yo, somebody deadass shouted out, "Take off those jorts." Like, bro, chill, WWE's still PG, yeah? He makes his way toward the back before stopping and taking a bow before giving the WWE Universe one last salute. John Cena has now officially retired from WWE. It's over. But that was a quick recap of the show. What about the good, the bad, and the downright ugly? As always, we start off with the good, as number one, starting things off right. Tonight's show was all about John Cena, beginning with an emotional hype video narrated by Triple H. Fans expecting emotion weren't disappointed, as the video somehow summed up Cena's incredible career in just a few minutes. And we always give props to WWE for their hype and tribute videos, and this was no exception. And we also have to make a quick mention to Michael Cole, giving out a lovely shout out to his former broadcast partners of Taz, JBL, Jim Ross, and Jerry Lawler, who all called Cena's matches in the past. It was just an awesome touch. Number 2, Obafemi makes waves. If WWE wanted to showcase Obafemi, they couldn't have done a better job tonight. WWE wisely saved John Cena's match for the last, and thank God, as those rumors of Cena starting up the show would have been horrendous. Instead, fans got to see a hot opener as it was champion versus champion, as two-time undisputed champion Cody Rhodes found out that Obafemi is the real deal. Femi looked absolutely incredible, showcasing power, surprising speed, and an uncanny ring awareness. Cody looked great as well, as he should, and even got busted open the hard way it seemed by his ear. But anyone watching the bout had to wonder how long before Obafemi main events WrestleMania and takes home the top gold. Number 3, Sol Ruka shines. Sol Ruka's match with Bayley was another showcase for NXT talent, as Sol looked amazing, using her remarkable acrobatics background and wrestling skills to wow the fans. Bayley did her part to perfection, lending a reputation as a first women's Grand Slam winner and an undeniable ability to work with anyone to make Sol look like a main eventer. However, nothing can take away from Sol Ruka's performance, and like Obafemi, WWE would do well to promote her to the main roster, especially SmackDown, which needs a strong single star. Number 4, Bayley shines. Now, as mentioned, Bayley put on an amazing match tonight, and whilst it wasn't a PLE, it was good to see that WWE finally give her some airtime on an important show. In fact, the last PLE that she actually wrestled on was Evolution 2. Bayley's wrestling skills haven't diminished in the slightest, but like many superstars, she's become lost in the shuffle. With any luck, this performance will remind management just how valuable Bayley is. And I'm literally crying. Now, while fans in attendance were clearly livid with Gunther's win and the manner in which he won, the reality is that John Cena fulfilled a time-honored tradition of losing on the way out to build someone up. Whether Gunther was the right choice is debatable, and judging from those horrendous boos that Triple H got after the match, you can be sure the IWC will be raging. However you want to put it, Cena losing was the right thing to do, and something Cena likely insisted on. John Cena literally brought tears to our eyes, as when the entire roster would come out, Cena would officially retire by taking off his signature armbands and shoes to leave them in the middle of the ring. No words, just a bow to the fans. Got us absolutely right in the feels, as this truly marks an end of an era for many who grew up with Cena as young fans to now adults. All we can say is, thank you Cena. But that was the good, what about the bad? As number 1, an unimaginative finish. It was good as Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes was. The DQ finish was incredibly weak and predictable. While the odds were unlikely that either superstar would get a pinfall because Oba is still working in NXT and Cody is WWE Undisputed Champion, they could have come up with any number of scenarios besides Drew McIntyre attacking Cody Rhodes. WWE could have had Drew attack Cody outside the ring, leading to a countout, or have Obafemi refuse to take a countout, instead going out after McIntyre. Even a double countout would have worked better, and WWE could have easily come up with a variety of non-finishes that still enhanced the match and its excitement. Number 2, a rare fumble. Styles and Dragon Lee's match against Leon Slater and Javon Evans was fantastic, but it fell a notch due to a rare fumble by AJ Styles. Styles went for a phenomenal forearm but appeared to slip, leading to him and Evans switching to an audible. A great move by Evans, by the way. The slip didn't ruin the match, but it was a bit of a shocker. In hindsight, it may have been part of the match as AJ is good enough to feign her stumble, but what are your guys' thoughts? Was it an error by AJ, and if so, how much did it affect the match? And poor time management. Once again, WWE showed a little bit of sloppy time management, with the promotion only giving 6.5 minutes for a tag match that could have torn the house down. While some may argue WWE didn't want to go with a show-stealing match before the main event, the argument doesn't hold up when you take the pre-match segment involving The Miz, R-Truth, and Joe Hendry into account. While Saturday night's main event's first two matches were great showcases for young talent, the tag match gave far too little time for fans to get an idea of just how good Javon Evans and Leon Slater truly are. But that was the good, the bad, what about the downright ugly? As Triple H, you effed up. Oh boy. And whilst John Cena's farewell match was another example of how much he's given to the industry and not just losing to Gunther, tonight's Saturday night's main event was largely about John Cena's last roundup, but it was also a well-planned showcase for the superstars of tomorrow. Now, some may feel that tapping out was essentially putting over Gunther in the best way possible. However, the fans were not happy with this decision at all. The crowd was literally stunned when Cena tapped out. It was silence and shock, almost similar to the streak being broken by Brock Lesnar. Fans really wanted John Cena to win his final ever match, and even though it was never going to happen, the crowd literally turned on the match in an instant, and when Triple H came out, the heat went absolutely nuclear. Triple H was greeted by not just a few chants, but loud chants of "you effed up," and you could see that he was fazed by it. I mean, the guy almost turned as red as Brock Lesnar. But whilst it made logical sense from a retirement point of view, it sapped the excitement instantly. Trips had to hide behind his laughter, and even if he says that John was the decision maker in this, he's going to take the heat for it. Fans were not quick to forget as fans quickly hijacked WWE social media with "we want Vince" comments and Vince chants at the post-show press conference. The right move would have definitely been for John Cena to not give up but simply pass out Austin style, giving into the fight but not the war. What do you guys think? Did Triple H F up badly? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.